The Philippines is indisputably one of the most stunning countries in Southeast Asia, which possesses an array of captivating features such as world-class beaches, breathtaking landscapes, and a delectable cuisine. With a population of millions of Filipinos, the country continues to offer an abundance of beauty and allure to both locals and foreign tourists alike. In 2019, the Department of Tourism documented an impressive 8.26 million arrivals of international tourists who had the opportunity to relish the country's offering. But do you know that the Philippines is a country prone to natural hazards? And on top of all this is the fact that the Philippines rests in the Pacific Ring of Fire. What is the Ring of Fire? The Ring of Fire, also known as the Circum-Pacific Belt, is a famous region along the Pacific Ocean. This is where a lot of volcanic eruptions and earthquakes occur. More than 450 active and dormant volcanoes can be found here. That is 75% of Earth's volcanoes gathered in just one circular region around the Pacific Ocean. 99% of the deadliest earthquakes in the world history occurred here. Are you ready to learn more? Very good! We're the Group 1 and we will help you dig deeper in disaster readiness and risk reduction. So, what are you waiting for? Let's start! Now, be ready with your pen and notebook and let us check your prior knowledge about disasters. Instructions. Choose the letter of the best answer. Write the chosen letter on your notebook.
Number 1. Which of the following is a sudden calamitous occurrence that causes great harm, injury, destruction, and devastation to life and properties? A. Disaster. B. Hazard. C. Phenomenon. D. Risk. Number 2. A natural disaster is an event. A. Expected. B. Planned. C. Scheduled. D. Unexpected.
Number 3. It is also called as a Circum-Pacific Belt, the zone of earthquakes surrounding the Pacific Ocean, where about 99% of the world's earthquake occurs. A. Tectonic chain. B. Ring of chain. C. Ring of fire. D. Shaking belt. Number 4. All the following show the effect of disaster except A. Displacement of population. B. Damage to ecological environment. C. Destruction of population homeland. D. Economic stability.
Which of the following is an example of man-caused disaster? A. Storm surges. B. Flood coastal areas. C. Landslide due to typhoons. D. Oil spill from a leaking tanker. Number 6. Which of the following is an example of natural disaster? A. Factories. B. Fault lines. C. Mining sites. D. Chemical plants.
Number 7. Which of the following is not a type of natural hazard that causes disaster? A. Tornado. B. Typhoon. C. Earthquake. Or D. Car accident. Number 8. It is defined as the source of danger and something that causes injury or harm. A. Disaster. B. Hazard. C. Phenomenon. Or D. Risk.
Number 9. The potential disaster losses in lives, health statuses, livelihood assets, and service which could occur in a particular community or a society over some specified future time period is called A. Disaster risk. B. Disaster mitigation. C. Disaster preparedness. D. Disaster prevention. Number 10. Disaster risk can be determined by the presence of the following elements of disaster except A. Phenomenon. B. Coping capacity. C. Vulnerability to hazard. D. Hazard or natural or man-made.
Did you get all the correct answers? Great! If not, watch on and learn more.
Learning about disaster and disaster risk can help prepare ourselves for the damage it might cause. But let us first define what disaster is.
Disaster is a sudden calamitous occurrence that caused great harm, injury, and destruction and devastation to life and property. It disrupts the usual course of life, causing both physical and emotional distress, as well as an intense feeling of helplessness and hopelessness. When we say disruption, that means there is a break or interruption or problem in otherwise normal flow of life for people of the community. It becomes serious disruption when it causes large-scale damage to people and property. These damages must be so widespread that the affected community don't have the ability to manage from their own.
According to the Disaster Risk Reduction Resource Manual of DepEd, disasters are emergencies that cannot be handled by those affected without outside assistance. They need outside help from other people, from the government or the local government units, or aids from other countries to be able to stand back again and resume their normal lives before the disaster happened.
Two elements are often at risk during disasters.
First, the people. There is a threat to life, Injury, diseases, emotional and mental instability, and in worst cases, death when disaster strikes. Second, the property. This means uncountable damage to property, loss of assets, social and economic disruptions, and environmental destruction can happen during disasters.
And how do we classify disasters? Disasters can be categorized into two.
First, the natural disasters, and second, the man-made disasters. A natural disaster is a major adverse event resulting from natural processes of the earth. Examples include floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, tsunamis, storms, and other geologic processes. Man-made disasters are the result of man's negligence, errors, or intention. Man-made disasters are subdivided into three categories. First, the technological or industrial disasters. These include infrastructure collapse, leaks of hazardous materials, accidental explosions, or utility failure. And this happens due to the unregulated industrialization and inadequate safety standards. Second, transportation disasters. These includes crash or collision of any road, rail, water, aviation, and space transportation resulting to loss of life and major damage to properties. And the last is the social disaster or disasters induced entirely by human. Examples are war and terrorism, social unrest, and any economic activities that might push people in a state of need. In such situations, large number of people are displaced from their homes due to lack of personal safety and the lack of access to adequate basic needs like food, health services, shelter, and water.
Disasters are sudden calamitous occurrences that cause great harm, injury, destruction, and devastation to life and property, and disrupt the usual course of life, causing both physical and emotional distress. Disasters can be categorized into two: natural disasters and man-made disasters. Natural disasters are major adverse events resulting from natural processes of Earth, such as floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, volcanic eruption, earthquakes, tsunamis, storms, and other geologic processes. Man-made disasters are the result of man's negligence, errors, or intention, and are subdivided into three categories: technological or industrial disasters, transportation disasters, and social disasters.
Disasters can cause a serious disruption in an otherwise normal flow of life for people of the community, and become a serious disruption when it causes large-scale damage to people and property, and the affected community doesn't have the ability to manage from their own. Disasters can threaten life, cause injury, diseases, emotional and mental instability, in the worst cases, death, as well as cause uncountable damage to property, loss of assets, social and economic disruptions, and environmental destruction.
Disaster preparedness is important in building the resilience of communities and consists of a set of measures undertaken in advance by governments, organizations, communities, or individuals to better respond and cope with the immediate aftermath of a disaster, whether it be human-induced or caused by natural hazard. Disaster preparedness is cost-effective and saves aid money, and international effort should help governments and communities invest in understanding risk and building preparedness capacities for preemptive and early action.